Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Casie. I'm also known as Lavender Bats. And welcome to what will probably be one of the most embarrassing and incriminating moments of my life on the internet. We are going to take a deep dive into my Ita years. Now, Ita is a term used in the Lolita fashion community to describe essentially someone who's not well put together, someone who didn't put a lot of effort into their wardrobe or their outfit, and someone who maybe needs to be helped along the way a little bit. Most people refer to their first couple of years in the fashion as like their Ita phase. And it's almost come to be like a rite of passage for a lot of us. And I wanted to take a deep dive into what I would consider was my Ita phase. I got into Lolita around 2005. And I want to say that my Ita phase went up until around 2011. So we're looking at about a 5-year span in history. So we're going to see how that goes and how that went. And I'm going to critique and take a look at some of my old pictures. I did try my best to not think about them too much, just kind of procure them and then put them in order by date. So hopefully they're in as much of a chronological order as I can muster. And then we'll go from there. So let's see. First off, we're going to start in 2005. I'm pretty sure I only have one outfit from this time period. So it is this photo. I can't really say that this is my first Lolita outfit at all. This is 100% a cosplay. But this is what was my catalyst into what is Lolita fashion. I was cosplaying a character called Princess I. She was literally a manga that was maybe $3 total. And I made my entire outfit out of duct tape. A friend of mine helped me, but it almost has that Lolita silhouette. It's got like a bigger skirt and some Lolita elements. It really doesn't. It doesn't. But essentially this was the catalyst. I was wearing this cosplay. I was walking around Otakon 2005 and a girl came up to me and she asked me if I was going to the tea party. And I was like, what tea party? And she meant the Lolita tea party. So out of a whim, just to see what it was all about, I went and I had a blast. Everyone looked amazing. And from that moment on, all I wanted to do was get into Lolita. So now we're going to go into 2006, the next year. This is Otakon again, Otakon 2006. I've gotten my hands on a Lolita dress. Look at the ribbons on those socks. Oh my God. Okay, so this is a wig. I've got a pull-up doll. I've got a bodyline dress that I bought, I think, at Katsucon earlier that year. I paid probably close to $200 for this dress. This dress is like a $20 to $30 dress on the Bodyline website, or at least it was in 2006. But the only way to get it was through a reseller. And I don't know how many of you remember Man in a Dress. He would run like a Bodyline reselling store at conventions and stuff. I bought this from him. It was a huge mistake and I regret it greatly, but I felt so cool in my Lolita dress. So I wanted to share it with you. That wig is hideous. It's all ringlets and a tiny top hat, because what Ita phase isn't complete without a tiny top hat? Now we're going to get into 2007. I'm attempting to expand my wardrobe. God, this is so embarrassing. This is a costume store parasol, a costume store can skirt. I think those are like costume store pirate boots, and a blouse that had like crisscross ribbon in the front. It was from Victoria's Secrets. And then our mini top hat makes another appearance. I think this was at Katsucon, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. That carpet is hideous. But this is what you get. This is me attempting to expand my wardrobe from that one Bodyline dress. Again, the following year, I'm wearing the bodyline dress again. This is at Otakon. The hideous parasol and the tiny top hat have made a reappearance. And from there, we get into 2008. This is me continuing to expand my wardrobe. I got this custom-sized Fan Plus Friend dress. It was the ugliest thing I've ever laid eyes on. And I knew the minute I opened it, I hated it. But I'd paid so much money for it that I knew I needed to try and make it work. The lace is where it all went wrong. I mean, you can kind of see that like the sizing or like the bottom of the skirt is all wrong, but there was white lace, there was off-white lace, and there was cream-colored lace. It was a disaster. It was an absolute hideous mess. I tried to play around with it, removing some of the bows. I wore this, and here's it with the headdress. And the sleeves. It had the sleeves that came off. So I wore this to the release of the final Twilight book in the series. So that's old. I feel old. Continuing on in the same year, a little bit later into the fall, this is the Day of Wrong at the Renaissance Festival. I already had a really good Ren Fair collection of things to wear. And on the Day of Wrong, you're supposed to pretty much wear costumes or anything that's not Ren Fair clothing. I'm not entirely sure what I'm wearing under this, but that is a houndstooth capelet with white shoes. I put a beaded like a pearl bracelet or like a pearl necklace around my ankle. I've got a muff and like a big, like weird ass hat. I think I might be wearing the can skirt again, but I'm not entirely sure. I think I've got a better picture in the next one. Yep, that is the can skirt. And I'm wearing, which is fine, a Peter Pan white blouse with a vest on, because vests were like huge. Way back in like the early 2000s. So this was a better view of the outfit without that houndstooth coat on. From there, we're going to go into 2009. 2009, I'm wearing I think that's the same skirt again, same shoes, some weird socks that have like music notes on them. I've got a big ass leather purse, the same blouse and the same vest. I'm also missing headgear. I should have known better at that point to leave the house without something on my head, so I'm not really sure where I was going with this. This was my first Lolita meetup that I did not host. My very first Lolita meetup was a trip to the zoo, and I did host that. But this was my first Lolita meetup. It was at a tea house north of Baltimore, and at the time I lived closer to DC. I think I drove an hour and a half to 2 hours to make it to this meetup, and I looked like this. Look at those boots and that hat. This hat makes several reappearances. I try so hard to make this hat work. I think you can see my bra straps, and I think the shirt is like an off the shoulder. I really don't know where I was going with this. Here's the same similar outfit. I'm still trying really hard to make this outfit work with the vest and the skirt. I think I was trying to replicate like a jumper skirt without being a jumper skirt. Those shoes obviously don't fit me. Obviously, you can see it right there. And I've got new socks and I think I handmade that. It's like a beaded mini crown. And I think I made it from like a GLB tutorial. Next is another Lolita meetup. This is I'm not sure what brand that is. I'll have to look it up and find out for you guys. I think it's Victorian Maiden. It's a very weird jumper skirt because it doesn't have the volume that's needed for a Lolita dress, but it had the ruffles, and I think I love the fabric. I tried really hard to make this work, and that maxi pad headdress with the tying it under my chin. I also, you can't see it, but I have a panda bear purse that I bought at the zoo. Iconic. I'm an icon. Fashion icon right there. Another Lolita meetup. This is to the Baltimore Inner Harbor. This piece, you can't really see it well in the picture. I'm wearing the same Victorian Maiden jumper skirt, but I also got my hands on, I can't remember if it's Baby the Stars Shine Bright or Angelic Pretty, but I got my hands on a heart-shaped apron, and I hate myself every day that I got rid of this apron because it would fit into my wardrobe so well now, and I never see them pop up anywhere. I also think I still have those exact same tea parties, those black tea parties. I am getting them replaced finally. They've finally fallen apart, but they've served me well. This is me attempting to get into punk and punk Lolita. I think that's like a sex pot something. I don't really remember where that shirt came from. But I thought I looked really cool and I thought I looked really punk. I think I put the chains on my boots myself, and there is that same can skirt because I couldn't bring myself to get rid of it. Finally reading into 2010. Now 2010 has the most amount of pictures. This is when I was literally going to like a meetup or an event 2 times a month at least, if not more. So we're gonna see a lot here. This was a Da Vinci exhibit at a museum. We all went with like a steampunk Da Vinci kind of inspired thing. I came up with this outfit. I ended up walking in a Lolita fashion show with this exact same outfit as like steampunk pirate Lolita. I have regrets. It's probably one of the more well-balanced outfits, and I'm finally starting to get the silhouette right, but I like tea-dyed a whole bunch of this outfit. It's hodgepodged and put together. I'm kind of proud of it, but also kind of not. This is a bodyline skirt and I think a bodyline blouse. I'm finally getting more pieces that work coherently. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair here, but I absolutely love these rocking horse shoes. And I think those are Alice and the Pirates over the knee socks. I still have one of them. One of them has gone missing in my multiple moves, but I still have one of them. Again, this is the apron that I mentioned. I think it's Angelic Pretty. The Angelic Pretty apron, I think that's a bodyline blouse and that same can skirt. I'm finally starting to get the silhouette right. I'm finally starting to like make it cohesive. You can't really see anything in this picture because it's an all black outfit, which is mainly what I wear still. Same exact outfit. I just brought it to Katsucon. Again, I'm doing a lot better with that silhouette. Those earrings are a little bit much, but I could use something on my wrists maybe. This piece, this is another piece that I am devastated that I got rid of. This is a Metamorphose berry stripe kimono. Oh, it's a yukata. A berry striped yukata. It came with a pre-tied obi, and it came in 2 pieces. So there's the skirt and then the top. And my goal was to get the Lolita skirt of this print and match the top with the skirt and make a Wa Lolita outfit. It never happened. I never found the skirt. And like literally a month after I sold it, the skirt popped up on like LiveJournal sales because Lace Market was not a thing yet. I still look for this yukata. I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous, and I regret the day that I sold it. I believe this was my very first time ordering straight from Bodyline. It's the same blouse that we saw and some weird bodyline skirt that really isn't the right shape, but I'm getting there. I'm trying. This is an Algonquin's skirt that I thought that I could try and make into a Lolita, punk Lolita type of situation because I was still trying to make that happen for myself. It never fit a petticoat and it was too short in certain sections, so that never really happened. This is another meetup. I bought this skirt. It was handmade. It had a really cute scallop and star design all over it. I don't hate this outfit. I definitely need something on my wrists. I would change something about the hat because it's making another appearance, and I would honestly maybe put something on my legs. I do remember it was in the 90s, so it was like really, really hot. So I don't blame myself for not putting something on my legs. This is Otakon. I got this skirt from a friend of mine, and I absolutely love it. It's Alice and the Pirates. The only problem is that the waist was like a 27-inch waist, and I think the smallest my waist has ever been was 28 inches. So I squeezed my ass into this. I was so uncomfortable for the entire time that I wore this. And this is me finally getting into like real brand and coordinating much better outfits, more balanced outfits. I need probably like a bigger headdress, but I made do with what I had. This isn't my outfit, but I wanted to throw it in here. I did get selected to model at one of the Otakon fashion shows. This is me modeling for I Do Declare, and I absolutely love this dress. They taught me how to tease my hair. We made it as big as we possibly could. I didn't have a whole lot at the time, so I absolutely love this dress. If I could have bought it, I would have, even though it's probably one of my first times ever wearing pink or a color that's not dark and black. Another meetup in DC. I absolutely love these rocking horse shoes. I think I ended up getting rid of them because they were white and I really had no reason to keep white in my wardrobe. I bustled this skirt way too much because obviously you can see the underlining. I thought the bustle was the coolest thing on the planet and I should have taken another look at that. Again, that cute skirt, the handmade one, I have no idea why I thought bright blue tights was like the thing to go with. That was a huge mistake. But I loved these antenna boots, and I wore these until they fell apart. Following up, this is a Metamorphose skirt, and I think I took the waist bow and like turned it into like a neck bow. I was really happy with this outfit. I would have liked a bigger head bow, something similar to like this on it, but I didn't have that at the time. And I really like this one. It feels more balanced than what I have had in the past. This one's a nightmare and a disaster. It was pirate themed Lolita for, I think we went to the Renaissance Festival. The stripes, the corset over the skirt, that's just bad. It's a nightmare. None of the colors, the purple in the hat and the red on the neck. I don't know what I was thinking. That was a mistake. This one, I actually really like this one. I worked so hard on this. This was an entirely white order that I placed with Bodyline. When I got it, I got a hold of some red fabric spray paint and I made my own Guro Lolita outfit. I was so proud of this outfit. So proud of it. I even put blood on the shoes. I wore this for a couple of Halloweens. I think now looking back at it, Guro Lolita wasn't really the way to go. Or I would have maybe made the blood darker, but or added some more like medical type themes to it, like bandages or something. But I don't hate this one. It's not great. My hair is not great, but it's not too bad. We're finally getting out of the Ida phase. The skirt came back up again, but I don't know what I'm wearing underneath it to make it have that extra black. That's not my petticoat. That's an extra skirt of some sort. And finally, we're in 2011. This is going to be my last picture of my Ida phase. This is from a meetup that someone hosted for a school project. I'm wearing what I think is a Baby the Stars Shine Bright black skirt. I love the detailing on this skirt, the pin tucking and everything, but it was freezing cold. So I wore a turtleneck sweater, leggings, and then big ass chunky boots. I felt like this outfit was relatively well put together given like the weather and the temperature that it was. And I felt like I was finally getting out of that Ida phase. So I'm really proud of that one. And I think we did good. I had a lot of fun going over these with you guys. It kind of felt like a speed round at some points, but that's okay. You can see how I kept trying to make certain things work and they reoccurred as I continued to try and figure out how to coordinate them. Finally, a lot of those things I just had to let go. Tell me what your favorite was in the bottom. Tell me what your favorite was in the comments. Tell me which one was your least favorite. Tell me what you would change about certain ones or what you'd recommend to make them better. I don't have most of these pieces in my wardrobe anymore. I honestly, almost all of them are gone, which I regret, especially with that heart apron and the yukata. But oh well, it's okay. We live, we laugh, we learn, we move on. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. I had a lot of fun going through these today with you. I hope you did too. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.